and or orally. As far as the issue of propofol being orally bioavailable from a scientific point of view, did you do any other research other than doing a word search for oral propofol?
Well, later, yeah, we
Prior
commissioned...
to putting in writing your opinion, did you do any other research on the science of the oral bioavailability of propofol?
I could not find any scientific information.
So you had no scientific information and wrote this report stating that it was your opinion that he either orally ingested or self-administered propofol, correct?
I was just trying to cover all the possibilities, and since there was nothing to the contrary in the literature and it had not been studied, I just thought it was appropriate to leave open the possibilities, and that included giving additional propofol either intravenously or orally. I didn't
And
want
Mr. Flanagan directly requested that you comment on oral propofol prior to writing that letter, correct?
I'm sorry, I don't know exactly what you mean by commented on it.
Mr. Flanagan raised the issue to you so that you would address it in your letter dated March 8th, 2011, correct?
Yes, I think if what you meant by he mentioned that there was some discussion of this with the coroner, I believe, Mr. Rogers, and...
Oh, can you reference that? Where's that? Where's that?
I'd have to look at Mr. Rogers' interview, I guess, to find it.
Okay. You want to see the autopsy report and point out to me where he says oral propofol is a viable option?
Your Honor, he's seeing the witness regarding the difference between transcript and...
All right, the objection sustained. I think we need to be on the same page. You can refine the question. Sustained.
Mr. Flanagan raised the issue of oral propofol to you prior to writing your March 8th, 2011 report. Is that correct?
Yes, he asked me... Okay.
He raised the issue. Thank you. And you said now here today that you wrote it because you wanted to list or essentially provide all the possibilities. Is that accurate?
Well, I wanted to list possibilities that seemed reasonable, yes.
Yeah. And the two possibilities you came up with put the blame, in your mind, squarely on the deceased victim, correct?
Well, if Dr. Murray had only given the 25 milligrams that he claims to have given, there had to be some other factor that contributed to Mr. Jackson's demise.
In your March 8th, 2011 letter, the only two options you came up with were you blamed it on Michael Jackson for possibly orally ingesting, and you blamed it on Michael Jackson for possibly self-administering, correct? Those are the two options you came up with, correct?
I believe that's correct, yes.
And since that time, you've rejected oral propofol, and now you've come up with a new theory to say that Michael Jackson did it himself, correct?
Sustained.
Well, did you mention that Michael Jackson swallowed 8 2-milligram lorazepam pills in your March 8th, 2011 letter?
No, because at that time I had not had time to really analyze the lorazepam levels until